Hi everybody, Ben Jacobson here. Today we're going to be taking a look at ChatGPT's newly released API, a new exciting stable diffusion model, Google's new AI model, and Tesla's full self-driving beta version 11. Earlier this month, on March 1st, OpenAI released their much-awaited ChatGPT API alongside their Whisper API. Now they listened closely to the developer feedback for the previous GPT-3 model and took that into account when releasing this new model. They also mentioned that they'll continue to improve the APIs in terms of servers and how to use it basically over time, depending on what sort of feedback they get. Now, the early adopters, or sort of the first adopters of this API, are Shopify. They actually they released it on the same day on their shop app, which they use as a chatbot who is meant to help customers find what they need more easily and give inspiration to make better purchases. Overall, just to make the shopping experience smoother and better. Now, another big company that's taken advantage of this API release is Snapchat. They just released a new function on the app called My AI. Now, initially, it will only be available to Snapchat Plus subscribers, but their plan is to roll it out to their entire user base of 750 million per month. They go on to say that they view AI as the next big thing, so they really want to utilize it and incorporate it into their strategy. They also mentioned that since they are, broadly speaking, purely a messaging service, this will come in and align very well with their strategy. Now, this next thing I find really exciting. It's a stable diffusion model, which actually is able to sort of read minds. So how it works is that they hooked up a few persons to a fMRI machine, and then they read the brainwaves and fed that into an image decoder, and then they used sort of a stable diffusion model to reconstruct the image. So you can see right here the presented images that they showed to the persons, and then what they were able to decode from the brainwaves. Now, this is next level stuff, and it's really just in the early innings. So I'm really excited to see where this is, say, 5 or 10 years from now, because this is pretty much mind reading. So it has a lot of application, especially for, I imagine, for police, for witnesses. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where this goes. This is by far the most groundbreaking use of AI stable diffusion models that I've come across. And to be frank, it's mind-bending. For the next news, Google just released a new AI model called Palm E, which basically is just a large language model integrated with a model that understands pictures and is able to ascertain information from them. Now, the point of this is to upload the model into a robot, and then you can give the robot various instructions, and then the goal is to have the robot perform those instructions. So one example would be to have a robot, as you see here, open up a drawer and take out potato chips. And here we see a human trying to mess with the robot, but it still manages to accomplish its task. Now, this has profound implications for robotics. I'm sure you all know about the Tesla bot, and this is something that they're trying to achieve as well, just with a humanoid form. So again, this is really exciting, and I'm really intrigued by where this could go in a few years. So, Tesla's full self-driving beta version 11.3.1 just got released a few days ago. The major updates are that the visualization had a major overhaul. Everything just looks cleaner and more finished at this point. And one aspect of the version was to account for the mistakes that NHTSA wouldn't tolerate. So, for instance, running through yellow lights or not honoring stop signs. In other words, to fix the recall and be able to continue to expand the software with updates to new cars. So far, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Chuck Cook, AI Driver, and Dirty Tesla all mention that this has been a very noticeable step change. And a lot of people were afraid of regressions in some areas, but it seems that Tesla has polished this build and has been able to iterate on most areas where any regression might occur. At least that's my thoughts, as this version has been awaited for a few months now, but even been hyped up for over a year at this point. You might be asking yourself, what's the point of this channel? Well, it's to provide daily news updates about what's going on in the AI space, and to try to make it as pleasant to watch as possible. I should mention that I took quite heavy inspiration from Tesla Daily, because I really enjoy the way that he makes news about Tesla just easy to watch and, yeah, entertaining, so to say. So that's the plan going forward, daily updates regarding the AI space, and yeah, please subscribe.